After an exhaustive study of you, that's a lot of digging. I don't have anything.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
I don't care. I don't care what y'all think about me. I mean, this.
Awesome! We made it to part 3 of the Happily Ever After tell-all. Only 2 more parts to go. And this particular part started out by focusing on my least favorite person, Angela, who had hired a private investigator to share his findings about Michael. This whole thing was a very big build-up. They show Angela meeting the PI, and then the guy comes out with his giant stack of paper. It's actually a 189-page report all on Michael, to be exact. And there was this energy when he came out. This feeling of like, whoa, that big stack of paper must really have a lot of crazy stuff about Michael in it. And coming into this, seeing Angela ranting on TikTok for the last few months, I started to wonder if maybe something interesting was going to come out of this investigation.
It took a staff of about 5 investigators to dig all the information up that we have.
I know pretty much everything going on with the Michael situation currently, but I still found myself on the edge of my seat like everyone else. Like, what the heck did they find? But once the private investigators started asking questions, and Michael had very calm answers, my interest started to fade. And then finally, Ashley had to ask directly, not Sean, the host, Ashley. She asked, "Do you have anything that proves that Michael is scamming Angela?" And the PI only had this to say.
I don't have anything.
So great, right? It was very annoying that they made this so dramatic only for it to lead to nothing. Was the stack of paper and long pausing necessary? But great. His name is clear. Now Angela can stop constantly screaming at him. To her, though, clearing his name means nothing.
Good.
Good.
I don't care.
Instead of just breathing a sigh of relief, Angela goes on this tirade trying to say that the girl Michael was talking to was also trying to talk to Gino. She's stomping around the stage, and then she storms off again. This was so frustrating to watch too, because right before this, all we were hearing is that Michael was lying. He was just getting yelled at, interrupted, and it really bothered me that they even showed Michael getting a drink thrown in his face. That is messed up. But Sean, the host, does not even acknowledge the drink being thrown, and instead just moves on to the rest of the segment like it didn't happen.
Tell me, why were you a part of this group?
Excuse me? Why are we worried about a private investigator checking in on Michael while Angela is allowed to just stomp all over the place and throw things at him? I would have been so much happier if the big reveal was police outside waiting for Angela. The only thing that is actually said about how Michael is getting treated comes from Jasmine, but she doesn't even say it directly to Angela.
The way she constantly yells at him, I wouldn't even treat a dog like that.
We all know that Michael does escape from this, thank God. His statement that he was afraid for his life when he does escape is a very valid one. Even just Angela getting in his face at the mansion is proof enough that he was afraid for his life. Angela's daughter, at the end of their segment, does say she thinks that Michael is trying to find a way to leave. But of course he is. After just seeing clips of how he's getting treated now, he should have been trying to leave. And this is on camera in front of people. It's probably so much worse behind closed doors. Nothing she can say or anyone can say will make me feel bad for Angela at all. I'm just so glad this guy got away. And the cast is even more disgusted by her than ever.
Even after the proof comes out, it's like, is she still holding on to it?
No proof.
So we move on to Patrick and Thais' segment, but the only drama that they seem to be able to really drum up are the issues they have with John. We all know that Thais has not gotten along well with John since she came to the US, but John doesn't seem to care about who likes him or not. I don't think that producers of the show even think that Patrick and Thais are entertaining enough on their own, so they just keep bringing in John so people don't fall asleep during their segments.
This girl came all of a sudden and said, I'm a bad influence on my brother. Hell no. You must go down.
Thais cries because she wants respect from John, but she also hates him. Not a whole lot going on here. And I cannot say that Rob and Sophie are any more interesting. They are sitting together, but they are not back together. And there is not anything new going on with them. Their relationship is just as confusing as ever. So they focus on the only thing that piques everyone's interest.
Can you pick up your clothes? Can you put your makeup away? Can you flush the toilet?
I didn't flush the pee at 2 in the morning.
They also spend most of their segment rehashing the fact that Rob makes Sophie miserable and that Rob sucks. Bringing Sophie's friend Kay out doesn't really add anything either. They just clear up that Sophie and Kay are not going to run off into the sunset together.
I'm 100% straight.
So just to be clear, they are not together. They are not living together. Sophie rants about how much she dislikes Rob. And then they play a clip of Rob flirting with a girl at a club.
Are you like single? Like, are you?
This reminds me so much of when they showed Gino at his bachelor party with the stripper. And I'm assuming this clip had the same goal, make Sophie freak out. I mean, it worked on Jasmine. But then again, they aren't together, so I'm not sure what the goal was here.
Sophie's told me 10 times, go somebody else, because I'm not going to.
The only thing she does seem to care about is if he really did get the girl's number.
You swear to me you never got her details?
Yeah.
I've seen that bitch on his Instagram.
But she doesn't even really look upset or even surprised. She just looks irritated. So at first I was like, why are they even sitting here? But they are obviously trying to keep Rob and Sophie on the show. There has been something released saying that they will be on the new season of The Last Resort. That's probably why they are keeping them on the show. But geez, they need to just break up and go their separate ways. There is a preview at the end of this episode that shows that they do get in a big fight that makes them actually consider divorce.
She said this morning that she's gonna divorce you. She's done.
But assuming that they will go onto The Last Resort's new season, I'm betting that no big decision about divorce is getting made on this tell-all. If you were to ask me about Rob and Sophie a week from now, all I'm going to remember about their segment is that Rob said that Sophie doesn't flush the toilet. And when the cast goes back to the mansion, they actually go back to check and see if Sophie flushed the toilet there.
Is it flushed or not?
You owe me $5.
I mean, hey, at least it was flushed. Rob did leave the seat up though. You notice almost immediately when they're all back at the mansion that the vibe of the house is so much better without the crypt keeper around.
Just call the name Angela. He's not around. Come on, guys.
True. It is pretty peaceful.
The night is actually pretty calm until everyone stuffs into that poor hot tub. I swear they brought this hot tub for filming too. The way it's just plopped there, plugged into the wall, seems so weird. I think that they liked the drama that happened in the hot tub at The Last Resort, so the producers brought their own. I don't know, though, if they expected everyone to just pack into it, though. Especially with Ed in there. Ugh.
You need to wear the pants in the family.
Why you always come after a woman, huh?
Apparently, this drama with Ed and Thais started when Ed told Thais to grow up and talk to John about respecting her.
Yes.
How?
She's
I'm
an
just saying
adult.
it's not her responsibility.
She's an adult.
He should say to his brother, you should have a chat with my wife.
So now Ed is getting called out for talking behind people's backs and being fake. I mean, she's not wrong.
You are the you are.
I was
Ed got splashed right in the face and sort of saved his drink, but nothing else happens after that. I think Ed would have said more if Patrick wasn't sitting right there, so Thais just gets out.
After all the terrible things that he has done in his relationships, no, what a ass.
Angela wants to remind you to subscribe to this channel. If you don't, she will be released in your city.
Nothing escalates like when Angela's around. Ed just goes quiet and continues to stew in the hot tub. And I can't lie, they are right about the hot tub turning up the drama, because we end this part with Sophie and Rob arguing in there.
Voice note of his voice.
You have a voice note of me saying,
if you're in LA, come meet me.
that is a lie.
Just break up and stay broken up already, my god. So on the next part, part 4, there is something in the preview that piqued my interest. It looks like Kobe actually somewhat calls out Angela for treating Michael so horribly.
That's your
To the
opinion.
level that even a fly cannot respect him.
I don't care about your opinion, Colby.
Thais is also going to call out Lauren for being fake and leaving early.
You guys think that you are better than us? Excuse me? Excuse you.
That could be fun to watch. So overall, part 3 was okay. Leave a comment below about what you think about it. The fact that the whole buildup of the private investigator thing just ended up clearing Michael's name was great. I'm still annoyed by how much they built it up, but this part got a little easier to watch since Angela left again. If in part 4 she gets called out and leaves for good, that might make that my favorite part of this whole happily ever after tell-all. Yay for less Angela. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!